So if you guys have been in the trading space lately, you have heard about funded accounts. Now, what is a funded account? Now, it's basically where people own these prop firms, and basically what they do is you pay them to take a test, and that test allows you to be funded up to 100,000, 200,000, a lot of money. The little cheat that these people do is they don't actually give you 100,000 to $200,000. What they do is they give you fake funds, and if you make money and you pass the account and you get to a payout, they use the money that they make from the actual people paying for the test to pay you out. Now, that has caused a lot of traders like you, if you're watching this video, to probably take these challenges with a grain of salt. So I myself have been funded over $750,000 altogether, and it took me 10 days to do so. And I'm gonna be giving you guys some tips and tricks to make sure you guys are able to get funded by the end of this video. I'm gonna be giving you guys 4 tips, and they're all gonna go over a trade copier, my A+ setup, how to deal with drawdown, and actually building cushion. So stay tuned because the last one is the most important part. So starting off, where did I get funded? Now, choosing the prop firm is one of the toughest battles because you have to choose a prop firm that's accredited, that actually gives out payouts, and that doesn't scam its people. So for me, I used Apex Trader Funding, and the main reason why is because my good friend, who's also my roommate, got paid out $50,000 throughout his entire trading career with Apex. So I knew if he got paid out that I wouldn't have any troubles getting paid out either, because they have been legit and they would be able to pay him out. Now, that's as of current. A lot of these funded companies, they'll pay you out now, and then 2 or 3 years down the line, they mess up in their business, they aren't able to pay you out. So I am in no way endorsing this prop firm. I'm just telling you guys what I use, and I'm not paid by them or affiliated with them whatsoever. So getting into the actual video, I'm gonna be giving you guys those 4 tips and how you can actually get to the funded account pass. Now, I've talked to multiple people who own their own prop firms, and I've asked them, what is the biggest mistake traders make when they're trying to get funded? And if you're watching this video, I guarantee you've made one of these mistakes before. And the biggest mistake new traders make when they're trying to get funded is that they try to make it in one day. What traders try to do is they try to get funded in one day and get a payout the next day, and they try rushing the entire process because they haven't seen any good payouts from their actual trading account, or they just are like every other beginner who's just trying to get rich quick. And that's the #1 problem you'll have when you're trading funded accounts, is that you're trying to get rich quick instead of actually playing out the process like you should. You have to understand there are millions of people just like you trying to get funded, and they're making the same mistakes as you. And at the end of the day, trading is a zero-sum game. So what you have to do in order to get funded is do the opposite of everyone that's failing. The #1 thing you can do is be patient and understand that this isn't a 1-day or 2-day goal. You're not gonna make $100,000 in 2 days. What you're going to have to do is actually work, journal, and consistently work on your craft while you're working through the evaluation. And passing the evaluation isn't that hard. The hardest part about actually trading on a funded account is getting to that payout level and not blowing your live account. So today we're gonna go over how to actually pass the evaluation and get to that payout. So #1 thing, I use a trade copier. So with Apex, I'm allowed 20 different accounts, and they're all linked under one account. So when I take a trade on one account, all the other 20 accounts take the same trade. Win or lose, that's what it is. What I do is I trade them in batches of 5. So I got funded $500,000 trading one single account. And I took the same trades on all 5 of those accounts with this trade copy. Now that is really, really good for people who are just trying to get as many accounts funded as possible. So when they become live accounts, you can trade one account at a time. Just in case you fail, that's a great way to set yourself up with a safety net, so you're not really breaking the bank when you're failing those actual evals. And hopefully you won't fail any evals, but every trader makes mistakes, and I guarantee it's gonna happen to you at one point or another. #2, I only took one setup the entire time I traded funded accounts. And the reason why is because I knew this setup worked 70 to 80% of the time if taken correctly, and I knew that my risk was 2 to 1 every single time. So if I took one loss, one win would put me in the green. And if I took 2 losses, one win would put me at break even. This way, I was able to manage my risk properly and trade something I was very familiar with on an index that I knew very well, which was ES. In some cases, you'd have to trade the SPX if it's a Forex account. Now, the A+ setup I used was my demand entry model, and that's gonna be pictured here for you right now. What you're looking for in this setup is you're looking for the market to trade down into a demand level. Once it's at a demand level, you want to see a market structure shift occur, and you want to see a break with a strong candle, an imbalance candle, and that would be your entry. Your stop loss would then be placed at the swing low, and then you're targeting for a 2-to-1 trade, and you hold your stop loss or your take profit. And since this is not real money during the evaluation, you're going to be completely fine taking a loss, because you just have to remember it's just to showcase your trading skills. You're not really losing actual money, which can also be a dangerous thing. You have to remember that this is not fake money. Yes, the account is actual fake money, but the money you're paying to take the test with is real, your hard-earned money. So you have to treat the account with respect and treat yourself with some respect before you go out blowing hundreds of accounts because you think you're going to get lucky on one and make back all the money you paid for. That's not going to happen. Use your hard-earned money wisely, and don't treat it with disrespect by going in and gambling on funded accounts. You might as well go to a casino at that point. When you're in drawdown, you have to be able to manage that drawdown. Now, I traded a static account, meaning there was a hard stop loss at negative $625. Meaning if I lost $625, the account would be gone, which is completely different from a trailing stop loss, which means the stop loss inches up as you make more money. Now, I personally don't like to have that fire under me when I'm trading, so I always go with the static account. Yes, the parameters are harsh, and yes, you're going to be using lower leverage, but that's completely fine if you're just trying to use it as a consistent source of payouts, which for me was the case. So if my static stop loss was negative $600, I would say my stop loss is $150. And that way I would be able to call it a day early and not overtrade and blow my account like most traders do. What I tend to do is I like to set myself up with even harsher restrictions, because I'm a disciplined trader and I know that if I follow my restrictions, there's no way I could possibly fail the actual account. Now, this comes with a lot of mental toughness and knowing that you have to step away from the screen even though you haven't met your drawdown yet. What most traders do is they haven't hit their drawdown yet, they'll be down $300 and they'll continue to trade until they have to buy a new account because they're so undisciplined. And the most important part of this video is building cushion. This is where the A+ setup comes into play. If you're trading the stock market, you have to learn to play setups that work for you. And what I do is I take that A+ setup over and over and over again till I've built some sort of cushion. So even if it's small profits, say I make $400, now my static stop loss is $1,000 away, meaning I can start taking on more size if need be. I could start trading NQ, I could start trading 2 lots of ES. And the reason I say that is because once you start building a cushion for yourself, you'll actually be a lot better off, because now you have a safety net that you can rely on. Say you have a bad trade, say you have a few bad trades, and you were still in the game because you had built that cushion from the start. If you are trading a funded account, your #1 goal should be to set a cushion for yourself and be able to take small profits, whether that's $20, $50, let it add up until you have a nice cushion for yourself so you're not going to blow the account in one trade. That's all for this video, guys. Very short video, but I want you guys to understand how you can actually pass an evaluation account with these funded accounts. If you guys find any value in this video, I know it was a short video, but it's also you guys can find the best way to pass an evaluation in 2023. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys subscribe right now and make sure you guys comment any questions you may have, and I could break down my A+ setup for you guys in the next video if you guys are interested. Comment the elephant emoji if you guys want me to break down my A+ setup in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.